Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of A Slice of Fried Gold. My name's Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review, comment down below on both, wherever you're watching or listening, on this week's topics of discussion. With that all being said, Ben, how the devil are you?
Well, to start the discussion, I'm tired.
Yes, Ben, so am I.
Like, you know when you're just so overtired that you're like on autopilot?
Yeah.
That's been me this week.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, Ben, have you done this? I'm like, done what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Speaking no English.
No habla speak la English. That's been me this week. It's been a hard week.
Yeah.
Why are my windows so misty? What's going on?
Yeah, why?
It's not inside, it's outside, but I don't know why, because it's not rained or anything. Anyway, I finished my video game. Very sad.
What video game?
Assassin's Creed Mirage. Quick little review. Don't play it. Shit.
You lovely.
Like, to the point where, you know, normally when you... I don't know about you, but when you finish a video game, you kind of sit there and, like, you have this sort of, now what kind of thing.
I did that with Spider-Man 2 the other week, and then I immediately just went on, when's the DLC coming out?
Whereas this one finished, and I was like, the fuck was that? Not sitting there going, now what? Like, I remember when I finished, like, Final Fantasy X, that had me in tears. Lost Odyssey had me in tears. Assassin's Creed 2 had me, not in tears, but like, oh my god, what's going to happen? Oh my god, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this one was just like, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Not ready to buy a new game yet. Partly because nothing's on sale at the moment. Yes. I think you are having the same issues.
Yes, waiting for the sales,
So I decided to replay Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
But in order to make it a little bit more interesting, I played it on expert mode.
Oh my good god.
Oh my god, that's hard.
Oh, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that to yourself?
Because I had nothing better to do. I don't know how many times you died in the final boss when you were playing it yourself.
Oh mate, I played it easy.
Fair enough.
After the first couple of missions, I was like, the gameplay on this is wank. I'm just playing easy.
No, you're just not used to Dark Souls games.
Yeah, I hate all that crap.
Anyway, I got there and I just kept dying. I was like, okay. And when I finally defeated the final boss, I was actually on the phone to someone. I was on the phone to Southend, and I was like, no, come on, stop.
Yeah.
You know, give me a chance, And then I was like, oh my god, I did it. And he's like, how do you feel? I was like, my hands are so sweaty.
It's like when you're gaming hard.
It's like, no other comment, just my hands are so sweaty. But I did it, it's fine, grand, happy.
Yeah.
Done a lot of driving this week.
Yes.
And that was driving with my father.
Yes. We know how well that goes.
But this time, he was trying to wind me up something dreadful.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. We were driving along. Oh, there's a lorry's just pulled out in front of you. Oh, that light's just turned to red. Or that car's indicating, and it's like, yes, Dad, I know, I can see it.
Such a backseat driver, really.
It was a 3.5-hour journey. The last half, I eventually snapped at him.
Yeah.
And I said, unless I talk to you, I do not want to hear from you.
Yeah.
We spent the last half hour was in complete silence.
I bet that was the best half hour of your life.
Oh, it was, well, no, because I was already riled up and angry.
Yeah.
And everything, but it was just like,
yeah.
And it was just, it was not fun. And then on the drive back, thankfully, he fell asleep for half of it.
Oh, that's good.
But then the moment he woke up, he started to rile me up again.
Yeah.
And he was like, can you just,
shut up.
I was like, maybe we should knock him out or something when we go on long drives.
Yeah. Give him a Xanax.
Yeah. And then there was once again, standard procedure. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, that's it. I remembered! Oh my god!
Okay, I'm scared.
It's miracles! I remembered.
Okay.
Do I look trustworthy?
No, you look well dodged.
Oh, yeah, I thought so.
I would say you look like a trustworthy person.
I don't know why, but recently everyone's been like telling me all the gossip.
That's a good thing. I love the gossip.
Oh, yes, because you instantly get told it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I love it.
But I'm sitting there going, why am I being told this? Like, what? I don't know if it's because, of course, my trauma from university.
Maybe.
For people who don't know, rumours went out in my second year of uni, and I was blamed for said rumours going out around the course.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the rumours to the point when the head of school called me into his office for a discussion, and he was telling me these rumours. My face was like, what? And he just looked at me and he was like, you didn't make these up, did you? And I was like, no! My reaction should probably, because I
know I'm doing drama, but I'm not that good.
But literally, he was telling me the rumours I had supposedly said, and I was like, what? No! Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's just from that I've been kind of like, no one's ever going to trust me and tell me any secrets ever again. But just recently, everyone's like telling me everything.
I do feel though that, like, especially like on a night out, I've been out with you on a night out, and people just talk to you and tell you stuff about their life, and they don't even know.
Oh, it's when we're in the smoking area, getting some fresh air, and
Mate,
it's just
people
drunk.
love talking to you about that.
Yeah, and then they'll just start spewing all their trauma at me and everything. But yeah, recently it's been a lot closer. People just telling me all the gossip, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's, especially at work, I've been getting all the colleagues in gossip. I don't know if it's because now I'm a manager.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not the manager, if you get me. I'm like a kind of middle manager.
Yeah. Middleman.
I'm the middle manager, so it's kind of like, they're like, I can tell you, and you can kind of decide what the managers need to know, or rather not need to know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay. Or is it that people tell me because they know I'm very forgetful?
Yeah.
And it's like, I can tell him, because that way I feel like I've told someone, and he's not going to remember.
It's hilarious. I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So do you remember the episode where, not Peralta, but, oh God, I've completely forgotten his name, speaking of forgetting things. The guy that goes out with, oh my God, I've completely lost my whole train of thought.
Not Peralta, the guy who goes out with...
Rosa Diaz.
Oh,
I've completely forgotten his name.
I know who you're talking about. He's Derek in Good Place.
Yeah.
Is he Jason Mendoza? No, Jason Mendoza is Good Place as well. Oh.
I just completely forgotten his name.
Ah! You know what? Hufflepuff is she's going to be like, guys, come on.
I literally just watched this episode the other day. But you remember the one when he constantly he gets the funny thing? That's why people tell you, because you just completely forget about it. Yeah. And he's like, oh my God, what is his name? I'm going to have to look it up. I'm in my own little world. And people tell me things, and then I was like, I forget 2 days later. But then they'll like, if then they're talking, they're like, remember I told you? I'm like, oh, yes, you did. Oh my God, kind of thing. Yeah, you did tell me this.
Adrian.
Adrian.
I want to say, is it Adrian? I might be wrong.
I feel like it. Goddamn signal.
I don't know. Agent Pimento!
Pimento!
Come
on. Oh my God. You can tell we're so tired.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
I'm gonna have to be so, like, once I've dropped you off and then I'm driving home by myself, I'm gonna have to, like, music way up, windows down.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah.
Like, someone at work today, about 11 o'clock in the morning, was like, are you alright? You look tired. I'm like,
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Do not talk to me.
That's how tired I am.
Yeah.
I look tired at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
after only just waking up 3 hours ago. But yes, that's my week so far. How are you?
I am also extremely tired, Ben.
Yeah.
Been on the morning shifts, having to do emergency cover, and then the other day, some bloody dickheads decided that they were going to email the day before they were checking in to go, so how do we check in at 2 o'clock in the morning when we get back from our flight? And I was like, well, you don't, because we don't do check-in past 10 o'clock. And we were like, well, we're coming to stay there. And I said, yes, I can see your booking. However, it does say in the terms and conditions, you don't check in past 10 o'clock because when the restaurant closes, there's nobody there.
Well, you don't have a night porter, yes?
We don't have a night porter. The building is locked up. It's safe, like, it's secured. Well, I'm not going to leave the keys out in the fucking garden so you can get in.
Yeah.
They were like, well, we've got young children, we've booked with you, bada. And I said, they called up, and then, back and forth emails, so they did the classic, I'll call up, crying mum down the phone, what am I supposed to do? We've got nowhere else to go, we're literally about to get on the plane. I was like, well, you should have organised your life better. Like, what do you want me to do? They were like, well, we're going to be turning up at 2:30 with nowhere to go. And I was just like, well, I guess I'm going to have to fucking let you into the building then, aren't I? And they were just like, well, what are we supposed to do? I said, well, you know, the owners are away, so I'm on emergency call. My telephone number is like here. I'll be here for 2:30, you know, I'll let you in, give me a call when you're here.
Yeah.
Took my number, I woke up, I went to bed at 10 o'clock, woke up at 2 o'clock to get changed, cycled over to work, looked at my phone, they text me, we've been delayed, we're going to be 3:30. I said, well, that's ridiculous. You're at the airport, there's a 24-hour hotel there, go stay in a room until 6 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, why didn't you offer that as a suggestion when the all first happened?
Because classic, you don't think of that until...
Yeah, I guess.
So I went home.
Yeah.
Went back to sleep on the sofa for half an hour, kind of dipped in and out, like, you know, where you're napping and you're kind of in and out, doing that. I then looked at my phone. It's going to be about 4 o'clock, according to Google Maps. I was like, cool, you do realise I have to be at work in the next 2 hours to then serve you lot breakfast. Like, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
And they were like, 4 o'clock came. I literally got out the front door on my bike, phone rang. Yeah, we're here. I was like, yeah, good for you, I'm on my way. And I cycled up, and then they were all trying to be like, oh, hi, Paddy, thank you so much. I was like, is this all your luggage? And they were like, yeah, cool, bring it around here. I didn't speak to them.
And then you pushed them into the river.
I literally walked in, I hold the door open for them, I let them in.
Yeah.
And I said, right, does anybody need a hand with their bags? No? Cool. Grabbed the keys, took them upstairs, showed them to their rooms, and I literally went home. And ever since then, you know, then woke up, and then did my 10.5-hour shift on like no sleep, on like broken sleep. And literally since then, I've like, my body has just not forgiven me.
Yeah.
Like, I can do the breakfast shifts, but the fact that I had that to be whacked on that broken sleep pattern, and then having to then do those early mornings completely screwed up my whole week. And then every time I see them, they're like, oh, hi, are you okay? Are you alright? Trying to be my mate. Oh, I hope you're alright. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm like, fuck off.
Do you know what it is?
What?
We old.
Mate, yeah. I mean, we could...
We're over it. We're past
mate,
it.
I was past it like 9 years ago. Mate, 21 here, and I was like, boosh.
I remember when I was last in hospitality in London, I would be on 2-3 hours sleep. Yeah. I would be functioning. Okay, yes, I may have had about 3 or 4 cans of Monster a day.
Yeah.
And then, like, my 2 days off, I would just spend all day sleeping.
Mm. Yeah.
But, like, I used to be able to function on 2-3 hours sleep. Now, last night I had nearly 10 hours sleep, and today I'm like,
I love 10 hours sleep.
But I think it's just all the sleep catching up with me.
It is. I'm exactly on the same boat. I think it's like, also for me, like, not next week, the week after, I'm on holiday. So my body, it's that classic thing. Whenever
you're already in holiday mode.
Like, it's not even holiday mode. It's the fact that, like, your body knows that you're going to be going on holiday soon. You're having time off. So, like, the colds are starting to set.
Oh yeah, holiday cold. That's standard.
The classic, like, I'm constantly sneezing. It doesn't matter if I'm taking hay fever tablets and there's no pollen. It's my body's giving up. I can't, creak out of bed because it's
holiday mode.
It's just, give it up. Honestly, like, people don't realise the amount of shit you have to do for hospitality, and then they're just like dickheads about it.
Yeah.
So, but that's basically been the sum up of my week. Yeah. I'm just exhausted.
I don't know how, but I've just remembered one of the many very heated discussions I had with my father whilst driving.
Okay, right.
So driving along the A14.
Yes.
And some idiot is sitting in the right-hand lane doing 60. Mm-hmm. And of course I catch up with him. Yeah. And I'm like, why are you in the right-hand lane? There's nothing in the left-hand lane. Move over.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might undertake. My dad goes, but that's illegal. You can't undertake. It's illegal. And I was like, no, Dad, it's not illegal. It's just frowned upon. It's not illegal. And this went back and forth. And by this point, I'd gotten annoyed.
Yeah.
Well, I was already annoyed, but I'd gotten more annoyed. And so, like, literally, I just shouted. I was like, okay, Google. My phone little pops up and it's like, what do you want? And I was like, is undertaking illegal in the UK? And it starts doing this whole spiel of, according to the DVLA, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's like, it's extremely discouraged because of safety reasons and blah, 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 blah. But no, it is not illegal in undertake in the UK. And I kind of like smugly look at my dad. Because this is the thing, my dad was like, I've been driving longer than you. I'm like, yes, but I passed my test more recently.
Yeah. Rules be changing.
Rules change, man. And anyway, Google reads this out, and he's like, well, I'm going to have to go away and look up where Google's read that from, because I saw an article a week ago, and it said it was illegal. I was like, okay, DVLA. You know, and it just
literally said in the thing, according to the DVLA.
Exactly. But yeah, I was just like, what article from the 50s?
Yeah.
You know, and it's
some Joho approved one.
Speaking of newspapers,
shall we
segue?
Critique the Critic. I thought of that
How
one earlier.
meta we are critiquing a film about a critic. Do you want to go first?
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've gone first the last couple of times.
I went first last time, and I didn't know what to say because it was kneecap.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't remember anything at the moment. My brain is like a jelly bean. Ooh.
Oh, it's been having a bit of a... Yes, I know.
Ooh.
It had a mare on the drive back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's obviously having another mare. I think the sensor's gone loose. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, The Critic.
The Critic.
This was a film.
It was a film.
I did not enjoy the film. I did not like the film. This was a film.
Mm-hmm.
It was an hour and a half. I checked my watch, what felt like 2 hours into the movie, and it had only been an hour. It was... Okay, let's just put it out there. Ian McKellen, always great.
Yeah.
Okay? He's, you know, anything he's in, if he needs to be funny, he's funny. If he needs to be serious, he needs to be serious. You know, he's... what is he, 80 now or something like that?
Something like that.
You know, and he still acts like he's in his 60s. You know?
Yeah.
He's still very mobile. He's still very on it. You know, he was bouncing up and down the stairs and that thing. You know, he was.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant.
I feel like he's going to be one of those people who is, you know, young and sprightly, and then boom, he'll just go.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
You know, as always, like this cast was great. Gemma Arterton, Mark Strong, you know, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody was really, really good. I just found it so boring. It was so slow paced. I mean, like, we like a slow burn if the payoff at the end is very good.
Yeah.
I felt like this went from being like a slow burn 2 out of 10 film, like, of like the drama scale, and then like right at the end it was just like, now it's 11 out of 10, oh my god, like this has happened and now this is happening, and it was just like, I feel like it was suddenly very melodramatic as opposed to being like a drama. Do you see what I mean? I felt like it suddenly went over the top with like the two situations. I won't spoil it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you catch my drift. Like, I was sitting there going, like, kind of like the first situation, I kind of would understand because, like, a gentleman of that time would probably do that.
Yeah.
But then, like, the second situation happened, and I was just like, that's really, like, bizarre. Like, it just seemed very out of character, and it was just like, I feel like they were struggling to find a way to finish the film. So they were like, oh, we'll just do this.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't feel like it made sense within the story. At one point, I thought the film was finishing, and then it carried on going, and then and then that was when the next bit happened. I was like, that could have easily just ended there, and it would have been fine. Mm-hmm. But then it carried on, and it just kept on going, and then like something else happened, and then this happened, and I was just like, there's more happening in this last 20 minutes than there has been for the last hour and 10.
Yeah, but I think that's the point.
I didn't feel like that.
He's tried to. He's tried to manipulate all the pieces.
He's tried to play chess
and then someone's thrown the table over.
Yeah.
And he's now still trying to play chess. That's the kind of thing. So it's like it's supposed to be chaos because he's losing control, kind of thing.
Yeah. I get that to a degree, but I feel like it's for the way the movie was pacing itself. Mm-hmm. I feel like it just went too over the top and too over dramatic for that ending.
Okay.
I feel like they could have probably ended it Without it's difficult without trying to spoil it.
Spoiler free.
Yeah. Especially because I think this episode comes out the day before it's actually properly released. So it's trying to be very vague. There's a bit where it's all kind of like bright and sunshiny, and you think, cool, this is the ending, and then it continues for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that 15 minutes didn't need to be there. I feel like classic. Look at like The Return of the King. It has like 6 endings.
Yes.
You know, I think it's the same kind of premise. I feel like you could have easily. It doesn't happen very often these days, but you could have easily made it an hour and 15 minutes. And I feel like that, for me, that ending would have been better than the ending that we got. I don't know. That's how I felt. But, I mean, I'm certainly not going to watch it again. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Ben?
Yes. I'm going to echo your thoughts of Ian McKellen's brilliant, fantastic. It was also good to see Alfred Enoch back on the screen after, not seeing him, apart from unless you watch the TV series How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
Not seen him since Harry Potter days, so it was good to see him back on the screen.
Yeah.
He's so tall.
He's very tall.
Yeah. I don't know if I liked it or not. Whereas you're like, I didn't like it, it's a film, blah, blah, blah. I liked the premise. I liked the intrigue. It was just poorly executed.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
With an intrigue, how best to describe it? I'm such a critic myself.
Yeah.
But, the whole, think of how a toaster works. A toaster works by a coil slowly heating up and up and up until the coil reaches a certain temperature and pop, the toast comes out. Yeah. That's what this needed to be, is the coil slowly turning and turning and turning, getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter until boom, it all goes bang. You had the coil slowly turning, slowly, maybe a bit too slow.
Yeah.
But you had the coil slowly turning, and then rather than a bang, it was a fizzle, a very long drawn out fizzle.
Yeah.
Had, like, as you said, it was all very chaotic.
Yeah.
Had that been a very quick chaos, I think it would have been better.
Maybe.
But as I said, instead it was a very slow chaos.
Yeah.
And it was just more kind of this could easily be avoided, this could have easily been dodged, this could have easily been changed kind of thing. Whereas normally with chaos, with someone flipping the table, it's over, it's done. Whereas with this, lots of people involved could have changed it, lots of people could have, the characters could have changed it. I think that's where this film lets itself down.
Yeah.
It held my attention, I think, more than yours. But I will agree with you, it's very, very slow. Whilst I didn't look at my watch, the guy sitting to the other side of me looked at his watch.
Yeah.
And when I was like, oh shit, it's only been half an hour. I didn't look at my watch at all. It managed to hold my attention just slightly. But when he looked at his watch and it had only been half an hour, I was like, shit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was like after the hour. I was just like, I literally looked at my watch and it said 9:58.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I literally looked at my watch at 8:58. 7:58, 8:58. And I was just like, right, it's been exactly an hour, and I feel like I'm at the end of the film. I've still got half an hour left. I just can't see where this movie's going.
Yeah.
And then this happened, and then that happened.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is not how I thought this movie was gonna then play out. They liked a lens flare.
They did like a lens flare.
I mean, aesthetically, I quite liked the look of how they made look old London. Like, I think
it was
very dark and misty and things like that. I don't know. I can't tell if it was green screen or even painted screens.
Don't know.
Or did the old classic, when they go build a set to a point to make it look like a. Bits like that look like that, and that's why
it was all very well crafted and very well done. Also, I'm not attacking this film. In fact, I wanted to bring this up a couple of films ago.
Yeah.
I forgot. so I'm bringing it up now whilst I remember.
Yeah.
But it's been, what, a decade or so since CinemaSins became a thing?
Yeah.
Where CinemaSins started attacking how long the title screens are?
Oh my god, yeah.
How has it been a decade of CinemaSins, who are like a respected, known film reviewers, critic people, and films still insist on doing ridiculously long title screens?
Yeah.
I'm not having to go at the Critic, but I am having to go at the Critic. But like the last few films we've been to see, the title screens just go on and on and on. It's like, okay,
get with the pace, people.
Yeah. So
yeah,
but that not just the Critic, a lot of the films we've recently been seeing.
Yeah, no, I don't dispute that.
And yeah, so it's.
I don't think I enjoyed it, but I don't think I hate the film. I just don't think I liked the film. You know what I mean? It's just, to me, it's like it's how you say, it's a nothing film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's improved my life by seeing it. And if I'd never seen it, my life wouldn't have changed.
It needed to be, like, I mean, it was never going to be a political intrigue, but it needed to be more of an intrigue, more, like, you've got this one Machiavellian character and all the characters around him are a bit dumb. Kind of thing. You needed more of them to have a bit more sort of flair. It needed to be a battle of minds, a battle of smarts. I think that would have made it better. But the fact that it was just him doing all his little schemes and everything, which was fun to watch and everything. But there needed to be a backlash to said schemes.
But
and it just fell flat. So Final thoughts.
My
car's fine now.
Cool.
All the alarms that have just gone off have just turned themselves off.
There you go then. Final thoughts, the car's fine.
The podcast shall continue. Meat's back on the menu, boys. I've got a very trusting face, apparently.
Yeah.
And once this camera turns off, you are going to get a fucking download of fucking work gossip. Don't you fucking worry.
Can't wait.
Long drives with parents, annoying.
Yeah. If you're going to book a hotel, ensure you know when you can actually check in. Don't tell them 24 hours before that you need to check in at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ensure it's a 24-hour hotel.
Yeah.
And if you're someone who works in a hotel and someone calls up and they're like, I want to check in at 2 and you don't open at 2 in the morning, think of the 24-hour hotels. You could have sent them to a Premier Inn somewhere.
Yeah.
You could have sent them to one of the 5 Premier Inns in Ipswich.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hindsight 2020.
It's a beautiful thing. The Critic. Ugh.
It's a film that exists.
Yeah, it's a nothing film. Doesn't really do
It either needs to be shorter or faster paced, and it would be better.
Basically.
One of the two.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, with that all being said, have you seen it? If you have, let us know what your thoughts were down below. Let us know all your thoughts down below. In the comments.
Let the thoughts know down below.
Honestly, I need to go to bed. I've got the
Do you want them to let us know their thoughts down below?
Yeah, all that. Right, and then you can email us at sliceofriedgoldpod@gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and give us a 5-star review on Spotify. I'm out. See you later. Bye-bye.
I've been Ben.
Done.